Get rid of that sun shadow. It beams right in through my door there. I was doing an 8 o'clock live. I'm a little late this morning. Forgive me. I'm cutting the 8 o'clock lives out. I'm going to do them at noon and at 7. But I was bored. Realized it was just a couple minutes after my normal time. Thought I'd come here for a minute, see if anybody joins, and remind y'all that, hey, thank you for the hearts. Thank you. To remind y'all that I'm moving my 8 o'clock one, even my late one like today, to noon. After Saturday, I will no longer do the 8 o'clock live ones. Hey, how you doing? Thank you. I will be here, good Lord willing, the creek don't rise, at noon and 7 p.m. I did get my little box that Mr. Frankie sent me to make my dumb TV a smart TV. It works good. I'm impressed. It worked real good. Worked a lot better than I thought it would. And once I got it to work, I could load apps on that little box. So that's pretty cool. If I want to add other TV apps or something, I can add them to the box instead of my phone. I like that. Hey, Michelle, how you doing? Oh, Michelle, I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. Once again, the good Lord let me wake up. Let me make my own breakfast, feed myself, use the bathroom by myself, all that stuff that we take for granted. Yeah, so I'm happy. I'm a happy. I'm glad you are doing good. Excuse me. Oh, yeah, it's another beautiful day. The little box Frankie sent me so I can watch TV instead of my phone, it works good. There you go. We all need to give him thanks for another day. Absolutely. I'm just kind of bored. I don't have nothing to do today, really. It's hard to do anything. Like, I can't do a tune-up or nothing because I don't have the funds. So I'm sitting here just twiddling my thumbs this week, waiting on the weekend, waiting on the new year before I get my check and I can actually get some things done. But other than that, it's all right. No, not Willie Nelson, but thank you, though. I'd be 420 Jim. I'm the guy that traveled in the Cannabis for 10 years fighting for your rights to cannabis and hemp. Nobody belongs in jail for weed. And the reason I like this newspaper, it's the first newspaper that put my legal name in print. That newspaper is from 2020. July 8th of 2019, the judge did something unique. I'll show you. He made my first name 4, my middle name 20, and my last name Jim. That is my legal name, by the way, 420 Jim. And if you haven't guessed by now, I'm a cannabis advocate. Been on the road 10 years. Well, actually 11, but I come off due to an injury and stuff. So, and my eye and someone trying to hurt me in Topeka. But now I'm getting ready to go back on the road for another year, my last year. Oh, hey, Michelle, I know, and thank you. I mean, heck, I appreciate the donation you sent last time, and I put the heart on the RV for you. Yeah, if everybody that could send a $5 donation or whatever, just to help this year's billboard travel around, that'd be great. You know how that goes. But for the people that don't know what I'm talking about, no one belongs in prison for weed. And you can sign the petition. Matter of fact, I just paid the $23 to keep the website up for a month. Remember, can't we all just get a bong? If you can't scan, there's no excuse. You can still go to 420gym.com. Click on that petition. This is the Cannabago. Brand new paint job. This weekend's the first weekend I took it out and I let people start tagging it. So if you hear I'm coming to your city, your state and your city, come on by and meet me. Tag the Cannabago. By the time I get back from Washington, D.C., this I have anywhere between 30 and 50,000 tags on it, easily. I'm in a little bitty town, and I was set up, even the kids tag it. I was set up 5 hours on Saturday, and people play off of that. I love it. I put the Jesus Saves, and they put Jesus Loves You. There's your heart. See, that's the last time you sent me a donation, Michelle. Yep. There's the petition. There's elder abuse. My Facebook. And if anybody want to chip in a buck or two and help the mission. Anybody like to be a sponsor? I've got windows. We hook you up with a really nice window and advertise your business for you. See, this thing gets photographed hundreds of times a day. And when I'm set up where people can come and meet me and take pictures with me and learn about the petition, I love when the kids do it. I let them have a marker and I let them and their kids or whoever do things like this. Look at that, the cactus and the eagle and the mountains. Jars New River Dispensary. Jesus is King. Another friend gave me a $20 donation and had me put that cross. 1 cross plus 3 nails equal forgiven. An autistic kid did that one. That was really cool. Every tag, every mark on the Cannabago has a story behind it. So, and that's what it's about. I do need help getting it started this year on the road. Hang on, let me shut that door. It cuts out the light. Normally, I don't have to ask people to help me get on the road. There are a few times I've had to stop and ask for help from a breakdown, a tire, or a starter, or alternator, or something like that. But I normally try and keep it on the road mostly myself. And I normally start it out every year by myself. But I didn't get to work this year. Give me a second, I get some soda. I didn't get to work this year because of my eye, the torn retina. I spent recovering from 3 different surgeries on my right eye. I want to be out on the road the first week of April. And I'm about $900 short from my goal of having a new generator, which is half of it. That's $500. But I got to have electric for my dogs and stuff. So if I can make that up some way, somehow, sponsors, whatever, I'll carry it through the rest of the time. I will carry it through the rest of the time. I normally do. Woo, yo, Will, what's up? Sorry. Thank you, Michelle. Yeah, it looks real good, huh? Oh, I'm sure you'll see me when I come through. Yeah, because I'll be in Topeka a couple days at least to file the lawsuit against the city and stuff there. Hey, Bill writes, if you think my hat's cool, are you still there? If you think my hat's cool, I can show you a couple other things that's more cooler than that. Something like along the lines of this. See that RV? You see that RV from 2020? Make a comment. You want to see what it looks like now there, Mr. Bill, and I'll show you my RV. It looks better than my hat. Hey, Mr. Frankie. Thank you for the TV box, man. That works great. I'm sure you already got yours set up. I love it when people come in and make a compliment on my hat or my jacket, and then they leave, like, okay, that's cool, goodbye. I mean, I like that. And I like to see a whole lot of that. But heck, if they like my hat, damn, they definitely like my name and my vehicle, huh? Oh, right on, right on. By the time I get there, you'll know how many pups we have, huh? Isn't that funny, strange, though? When I set out on my farewell tour a couple years ago, before it got rudely interrupted, I hit the road with her because I just got her, and we didn't know she was pregnant. Boom, found out she was pregnant, winged them, gave them away to 4 different friends in 4 different states. Now here we go again. I think that's kind of funny. Here we go again. What county is that? Where's Lynn County? I don't know where that is. I've been to 36 states and lots of counties. What city and state are you talking about when you say Lynn County? Lynn country. That's what I'm trying. Where is that at? Oh, Kansas. Yeah. I mean, I'm coming to Kansas for sure. I'm suing the city of Kansas. So do me a favor. Hit the subscription button. It don't cost nothing to subscribe. And you'll know exactly where I'm at. If I get close to you, hell, message me. I may just come by. I got lots of friends in Missouri and Kansas. Both. Yeah. But definitely coming to Kansas. Me and Topeka's got something to settle this year. Oh. I want to do Texas too. Texas is going backwards. They're going backwards quick. They've got a Reefer Madness 2.0 campaign going on. But after this Friday, my lives on YouTube will only be at noon and 7 p.m. I may do 1 or 2 more at 8 o'clock, but after this weekend, everything's moving to noon and 7 because after Friday, I'll be busy all weekend. Won't be easy to do an early one. Cool. Once you subscribe, put on live notifications. That way, every time I go live, you'll be notified. Because you never know. When I hit like now I'm parked, so not much is happening. You can go to my Facebook page or you can Google my name and you can see thousands of stories. Most are true. But after this weekend, I could get pulled over, harassed, anything. And I go live. I normally did it on Facebook, but now I'm doing it on YouTube because Facebook don't save the videos. Do a search for 420-JIM. Leave out the .com. The first thing that pops up is a petition, and then there's hundreds of other things past that. That's the easiest way to do the petition, or you can go to 420jim.com. You can scan that. The most important thing is the petition. I'd love to meet every person in the nation, but unfortunately, there's states that I ain't going to, won't be able to make it to, same with cities. But that shouldn't stop everybody from spreading the message and how important it is to sign the petition. And that's how you spell my legal name, FOURTWENTYJIM. First name Pour, last name Jim. You type that in on Facebook, and my Facebook will pop up. Well, what I do on that is people to make a donation. Say someone makes a $5, $10 donation, whatever. I will actually put their name in vinyl and a sticker, just like Michelle here. Michelle and her son sent me a couple bucks, and that's Michelle's sticker. Other than that, when I come to your town, come by, meet me, make any donation, penny, nickel, dime, dollar, a hug, whatever, and I give you a marker and you can tag it. But for me to tag it, I tag them in vinyl, and I do ask for a donation, and about the minimum donation to cut the vinyl out and everything, I ask for a $5 donation. While I'm on the road, I'll have shirts that I make and I give to people when they make a $20 donation, because I make them and I autograph and date them. It's my canvas to say thank you. I only make them in extra large, but I love to give back. Whew. I can't see this stuff when I'm outside. Message restricted. I don't know why that message was restricted, but it said one of your messages was restricted. Ugh. Oh, I knew I heard something. Sounds like an ambulance going down the highway. Well, your last message was restricted. So I have no clue what that said there, Jackson. Must not have been a nice one. Well, is there anything anybody'd like to talk about this morning? Questions, comments, concerns? Wow, I got 6 likes already this morning. I'm feeling pretty good. What, Lulu? Here's the young pregnant one. There's a young pregnant one. She still moves for her nipples hanging the ground. Oh, they ain't nothing to be sorry about. That's all right, man. No, I was up later than usual, though, Frankie. I was up to almost 11:30. But your phone every 15 minutes or so warns you that you're shouldn't be using your hotspot so long, stuff like that. I didn't pay no attention to it. I just kept on using it. Prolonged use can make your phone heat up, stuff like that. But I felt the phone. It wasn't hot. But, I watched about an hour and a half worth of Cops. That was the first thing that come up when I put on YouTube. So I said, what the heck? The sad thing, Jack don't sing to the theme songs no more. He got too old for that. He don't sing to the theme song no more. You're in the 50s. We're supposed to get 65 today. A little cooler than yesterday. We hit 75 yesterday. We're supposed to hit 65 today. I mean, it ain't going to be long, and it's going to be, scorching hot out here. That's why, another reason I won't mind being on the road. Well, I'm supposed to. You know how that goes. I've got unlimited everything, but once you hit a certain, they drag you along. You no longer have 5G. You have 4, and then 3, or whatever. You know, you get so much at the high, and then you get, you know, I don't know how it works. I know at first for a little bit you get good hotspot, and then after that it kind of goes down from 5G to 4G or whatever the hell they say. Supposed to hit 70. Wow. Oh yeah, but you know, Jack's a sweetie and all, but if he could talk to us, he'd tell you that he's had a nice, good, long life. And just by him being able to, you know, for months now, he can't jump in and out of the vehicle, his hips and stuff, he hardly walks and stuff. You know, you just tell he's old. But he's not in pain, he's eating and all. So to me, that shows me he's had a nice life. He's enjoying hanging around as long as he can. I don't mind helping him in and out of the vehicle and stuff. That's what we do for our loved ones. But yeah, got real old. Of course, I'm getting, oh, there goes that damn sunspots. I hate that. Of course, I'm getting real old myself, too. But Lilu here, she gonna bring us some new life. She gonna bring us some new life any day now. She got puppies in there, don't you, babies? She got puppies in there. Yeah, huh? You're gonna be a good mama, huh? You are. Yes, you are. You mama dog. Look at that. She's like, woo. Give me lovin'. Give me lovin'. She's so cool. Sorry about the sunspots. Does that on my phone every once in a while. Michelle says, good morning, babies. How's your little ones doing, Michelle? I hope your little ones are doing good. I can't wait to see what the puppies look like. It'd be funny as hell if one come out black. Seeing Jack's the only black dog. That'd be cool. I don't think that would happen, but it would be cool. Even Fran, the neighbor, said that, you know. Be cool if a black one popped out. Telling her, wake up, wake up. Oh, I'm sorry, Jackson. Have a wonderful day. I'll be back at noon and 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. It's 8:30 this morning, so, you know, 11 and a half hours. I'll somewhere in that neighborhood. I'll be back here tonight, and I'll also be here at noon. Well, what do you think about Jack and Lilu? They're spoiled rotten, and this is always, since the day I bought it, this has been Jack's. This RV has been Jack's since the day I got it from the vet. Jack knows that, I know that, the vet knows that, and back when I got it, all of y'all knew that. The very first RV, the one that burnt, I bought that specifically, basically as a doghouse for Jack. It was cheap, it was good. And then I ended up doing decals out of it. You know, it ran good, used it to market and all. But when I first bought it, it was just basically where I had a place that I could keep Jack, you know, his own doghouse. So, of course, when I started fixing it up and traveling with it, It was still Jack's. He just let me drive it around the country. When it caught on fire, he ran back in it. And remember that? I had to run back in to get him. That's why, idiot trying to tell people that I'm an animal abuser and stuff. And anybody that was there that day at that store will tell you I ran into a fire to rescue a dog. When I brought him out and set him down, his natural instinct was to run back in. And I had to run back. Well, I didn't have to, but I chose to run back in and get him. Yeah, you're absolutely. They're my kids. Lila loves the tug of war. Jack, he never really got into the tug of war thing. I almost had him playing tug of war with her, but Jack gets too mad. He wants to take things, to a higher level. And then she has to get mad at him, put him in his place. So they don't really tug of war. And even though she's got a boyfriend on the side and all, her and Jack still love each other a lot. They always lay in together and stuff. I mean, there's plenty of room. They could lay in different areas or whatever if they wanted, but they're always laying together and this, that, and the other. That's pretty cool. Well, what should I do? Hell, it ain't even 9 o'clock yet. Oh, I think it's so sweet. That's why I want to get a puppy. Because I know Jack isn't going to be around much longer. And for Lilo, to have company, and I'd rather have one of her pups than, get one. So at least you'll have company. The neighbor, she's taking a pup, so her male will have company. So win-win for both of us. Well, I could always do cleaning. I mean, the house always needs cleaning. Although I did clean it up pretty good to move Mary in, which I never did, but I did clean it up pretty good for that. But heck, I'm a bachelor. Hell, I had all the kitchen counter behind me. You see, all that was clean, but I pulled back in. I'm parked here until Friday, so I'll throw things around. Thursday, I'll put and clean everything up, so for the weekend I can go move. And once I hit the road, I can't leave everything out like this. It all has to be put away. That's why, I can think about that. I need to find a piece of wood for that. I need to mount my TVs this week, I think. Because I have that one back there, which is my cameras in the back. And then this is the one I got at the thrift store for $12.50. They're both 24-inch TVs, so combined, that'd be, 50 inches across. I need to put a board across the back of the table because the table is only, so wide. But if I put a longer board at the back of the table where it covers the whole bottom of the TV and a little strap, that'd be fine. They'll stay there. Oh, I do here. I'll go here and I'll do the looky-loo. I'll go in there and look. Saturday, Sunday, whatever, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Well, if you have to talk to your mom about playing on your phone, you must lie to YouTube or something, because you got to be 18 and above to be on my channel. It's marked not for kids, so if you're a kid, you need to talk to your parents about that. Not my problem. But they are some 18-year-olds that talk and have permission from their kids, so, I mean, and whatever. But if you're underage, you're not supposed to be on the channel. That's on you. You have to lie to YouTube to be on it. But yeah, our thrift store Wednesdays tomorrow. I'll be going there tomorrow. They have half off. And that's almost everything in the store. There's a couple items that is excluded, but mostly everything in the store is half off. It's marked if it's not included. And their prices are fair. They're cheaper than Goodwill and Salvation Army. Their prices are fair for a thrift store. But when you get it for half off, it's like, wow. It's like, wow. That TV is worth $25, but you get it for $12.50, A lot better, especially this day and age. They got one there for $20. If it's still there tomorrow, I'll probably take $10 and go buy it and have a backup, because you never know when I might lose my TV I just bought or the monitor for the cameras. So for $10, to me, it makes a good backup. Thanks for Frankie pointing out that I have solar panels. I don't have to buy a jump box. I put that solar panel on my battery for 10 or 15 minutes, and it started this thing right up like a new battery. So now I have a wire and clips hooked to one of them, and I will remember from now on that I made my own jump box. That's going to be cool to have. I still got to replace the battery, though. Tell him, though. Tell him. Ah, she hears Curly. Hang on. Let's go see Curly. Oh, you're fine. He wants to see her.
No, you can't. Stay. Curly.
Oh, as soon as I bring her out, he'll probably come back over here to her. Go get your man. Go get your man.
Sweetie, hi, sweetie. Oh, look what I found. Who brought out?
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you're fine. How you doing this morning, Fran? I'm on my YouTube, just so you know.
Oh, God, I'm so sorry. Come on.
Oh, you're fine. It's looking at me, not you.
Okay.
You're fine.
You be good. Don't be going out in the street. Come on.
He wants to see his girlfriend.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, I'm
He
gonna.
went out and he was looking.
Curly, come here. Yeah, there's the father. Yeah.
Hi, little girl. How you doing?
Come over here, Curly. Yeah, there's the father. There's the proud father.
Stay right with her.
You see that, Michelle? That's the father of him.
That's the coat. Hey.
Huh. Oh, she's all happy to see you this morning, Fran.
I know. She's so cute. Anyway. Come on, Curly. Come on. Come on. Go home. Go home. I'm going to get a phone and I'll be right back.
She says, I'll lead him home for you.
All right. Thank you. Look, my door's all wide open.
Oh, goodness.
Because I was cleaning and he ran out.
I'm surprised she don't run out, you know.
And she knows better. She listens to you. Come on, Curly. Come on. Up. Did she? You want? Come on. She can come in. I'll just let her stay for a few minutes. Okay?
Okay, when you get him ready and come out, I'll be out here setting. Sorry about that. Let me get in the shade where I can read these comments. Sorry about that. Oh, they're going to be really beautiful pups. Yeah, it's not Jack's worst enemy. Jack couldn't do nothing with it. I mean, Jack had fun. Come on now. Jack couldn't even, Jack was too old to do anything this time. He tried a couple times, but yeah, he just, so I guess that's why we went to the neighbor. Jack couldn't satisfy her this time. But as you know, Jack's tried a couple times, but he just too old to have pups. So, not like he didn't want to. Speaking of the devil, huh, buddies? How you doing? Jackaboos? See, he's not even paying attention to the fact that we are out and he's not. Woohoo! Boy, and Lily looks just as happy as hell. How in the world did you get Curly to stay in and her out?
He's still kind of oblivious to this back door unless he sees it wide open. So I gave him a bone and he got up on the couch. And then I got her bone and went out the door.
How old am I? A whopping 66.
She didn't want to come out though. I'm like, I'm still cleaning. That's for Jack.
She brought me a treat. Oh, hell, I was going to eat it. She told me I had to give it to Jack.
Look, she's looking. She already had two.
Oh, she'd eat the whole box if you let her.
Well, the box is gone now, so I got to get a new one. All right, you guys have a good one.
You too, friend.
Sweetheart.
We'll see you later today. You're off today, right?
Yeah, I'm off. That's why I'm just cleaning like crazy.
Well, don't have too much fun.
No, I got to get this whole water thing under control.
Is it still leaking with the pump off?
Yeah.
Huh, I wonder what the heck it is then.
Unless the only other thing I could think of, and I'll let you go, but I think my shower, when I take a shower, it's being diverted to that gray tank or something weird.
Well, it don't look like dirty water though.
No, it looks like clear.
I think there's a check valve or something that's, yep.
Sorry, right, I'm wrong. Hopefully I'm wrong.
Come on, Lulu. Let's go inside where I can read comments and stuff. Sorry, it's too bright out here that I can't see where the darn. Come on, hey, Lee, let's go. Come on. I'm surprised she can still jump up there. I'm surprised she can still jump up on that step. Jack can't. And I gotta watch him close when the male dog, when Charlie's in his sight, he'll try and run out the door from here. Thankfully, that hasn't happened. I've caught him each time he's tried. He'd be flat out running towards the door and I'd check. Oh, I wonder, I love it when people ask me my age. Got to wonder why, you know? Well, you don't have to, but I do wonder why. But that's what this is about, where people can ask me questions. So, I mean, I don't mind people asking me questions. Look at this girl. Oh, her's going to have puppies any day. They're going to have puppies anytime. Anytime. You're ready to have them, aren't you? No, go right over there in your bedding and have them if you like. Ooh. 7 people here and 7 likes. I like that. Hey, for those that don't know, I'm just your simple cannabis advocate. In 2014, I set out across the country to try and get all of our cannabis prisoners out of jail. Nobody belongs in jail for weed. We need it federally legal, where it's out of the class 1 and the class 2 narcotics, because I don't know about my fellow stoners, but I'm tired of losing my gun rights because I have what they consider a class 1 narcotic, no medical value, yet they let states sell it as medicine, right? So it's all a lie. I need people to go to the petition and sign it. If you don't think people belong in jail for weed, you need to sign it. If you don't think it needs to be in a class 1 and class 2 narcotic where we federally give up our rights to bear arms and ammunition, you should sign it and share it. The only petition that don't work is the one that don't have your name on it. And I asked y'all because I took the time to write it, to put it up, the whole 9 yards. I paid $22 a month to keep a website so people can sign it and all. And all I ask is please sign the petition. And if you can, get one other friend to sign it. You know, if you think people belong in jail for weed, okay, well, don't sign it. But here's the thing. If we don't ask the president and Congress, and it don't matter if you like them or not, that's who we got to ask. If we don't ask them, they're not going to do it. They're going to sit on their ass like they've always done, all of them. Every one of them. You know, if we the people don't speak out, they don't do nothing, right? So let's all this year speak out on cannabis. And this administration right now, they will do it. You want to prove me wrong, put your name on the petition. Let me see your name on the petition. And I'll apologize by everybody's name if it don't happen next year or by the end of the year. I think if I can give Mr. Trump the numbers and Congress the numbers, they'd do it. Petitions do work if they're big enough. There's a petition that went in Missouri that got a guy that went to prison, life without parole. The petition got him parole. The governor converted it to life with parole. The parole board gave him parole, and then the parole board let him off of parole. So he went from a life without parole, you know, life in prison, period, to being a free man. And had his family and others hadn't supported that petition, that would have never happened. So don't let nobody bullshit you and say petitions don't work. There's no magic number. There is a magic number. We don't know it. That magic number is whatever gets that person's attention. Governor Nixon couldn't dodge it and dive it no more. That petition got so big that Governor Nixon, everywhere he went, everybody asked him, what are you going to do about Jeff? Have you made a decision? You know, da-da-da. Finally, he decided to let them out. We need that to happen with this administration, with Trump and Congress and whatnot. We need the petition to get big enough that's all over the news and stuff. And, when they do these press con and whatnot, to hear, hey, Mr. Trump, what are you going to do about the cannabis prisoners? And what are you going to do about getting it out of a Class 1 and Class 2? Because here's the thing. I know Mr. Trump knows about me. I know he knows about my RV. I know he knows that I'm no threat, that there's hardly anybody on these petitions. We don't become a threat, and it's not really a threat. They don't even have to pay attention to us until this petition gets big. And then they got to start paying attention to us. Now, I think Trump says that he's for our Second Amendment rights and everything. Well, I want him to prove that. There's no reason to keep it a Class 1 or a Class 2 narcotic. At most, Tylenol, aspirin, caffeine is worse than cannabis. Those can kill you. Cannabis won't. If a kid got in a bottle of Tylenol or aspirin stuff made that, they're dying. They eat a bag of pot, and the worst it's going to do is go to sleep and wake up kind of happy. So, it's bullshit to keep it in the Class 1 and the Class 2. The only reason nobody can research and publish without the government's permission, because it's under a patent, 665-307, I think, which our government owns. A medical patent for something that's a Class 1, no medical value. Well, as long as we're not harping at Trump, hey, how can you keep it Class 1, no medical, let states sell it? He ain't going to do nothing. There's lots of other things to do and whatnot. But if we point it out and let him know that American people are fed up, tired up, and we want change, he'd do it. And we better take the chance while he's in office before something happens, someone else goes in. Because at any time, even Trump could declare, don't stand down, and they can go raid every dispensary there is. Take everybody's money, everybody's product, and go through that list of everybody that swiped their driver's license and put them in jail for violating federal law. It's no different than a drug sting, where you go buy and they let you buy 2 or 3 times, and the next thing you know, you're going to jail. You didn't even know that you'd been buying from a snitch. Every time you go into a dispensary, it's the same thing. No federal law has been changed. Whoa. Sorry about that. But while my camera's turned around, let you know that you're talking to 420 Jim. That is my legal name. I don't just talk the talk. I've walked the walk. 10 years pretty much straight, coast to coast. I had to come off the road last year, have eye surgery, and I was assaulted in Topeka, and I had to get that all taken care of, and my eye surgery. So now I'm getting ready to come back out on the road here in a couple of weeks. Good Lord willing, the creek don't shine, and I can get a few dollars on my GoFundMe, because I need help this year getting her on the road. Normally I do that, but I couldn't work this year because of my eye. But the main thing is, I need everybody to sign that petition. No one belongs in jail for weed. If they're in there for weed alone, come on, it's time to let them go. I don't care if they had 10 ton and sold it to the Pope. Time to let them go. Now, if they have other charges, they got to serve that out. And definitely got to get it out of the Class 1, Class 2 narcotic. I just showed you this. This is from 2020. I like this paper because, sorry about that, they're the first paper to declare my name, 420 Jim there. If you hang on a minute, I'm going to show you what the RV looks like right now. If you haven't seen it this morning, hang in here a minute and I'll show you what the RV looks like now. That's a picture of a couple years ago, and until a couple months ago it was known as the Cannabis 2, Cannabus 2. If you just hashtag or Google that, you'll see all kinds of stories. Because I'm continuing my farewell tour. I repainted it, renamed it, and I'm headed out in a couple of weeks. No, see, we have good dispensaries in our town. Yeah, Gramps has people that take care of them, which is cool. They donate some Cheech and Chong and stuff like that to me. But see, that's the trouble. When I'm in legal states, people want to bless me with some cannabis, which is good. But what the blessing I need right now is getting this RV ready to pull out in a couple of weeks and do another cross country to Washington, D.C. And by the way, that's Mr. Gramps to you. First name 4, middle name 20, last name Jim. But you can call me Gramps all you like. Most people call me 420 Jim. You can call me anything you like, just don't call me late for the dinner or late for a joint and we'll be all right. But this ain't about me. This is about no one belongs in jail for weed. Screenshot it. Scan it. 1987 Winnebago. So this year I renamed it to the Cannabago. It's no longer the Cannabis. And the Cannabis had over 30,000 tags like this on it. And it looked like what you've seen in the newspaper. But when I come off the road a few months ago to have my eye surgery, being bored with one eye, I gave it a new paint job. And this weekend, for the first time, this last weekend, 5 hours on Saturday and 5 hours on Sunday, I sat across the street at the open market and let people put the first tags on it. Now, if you see me come through your state or your city, you will be invited to come by and say hello. You can sign the petition by the QR, or you can go to my website, 420gym.com. That's the main thing, sign the petition. If you want to help me get to the next city and state on my way to Florida and D.C., just come by, donate a penny, a nickel, a dime, a dollar, a hug, any donation at all. I'm going to give you a marker and let you tag it. Now, this being my home city here, where I'm living and all, I didn't ask nobody for a donation, but I did end up getting $65 in donations, which was cool. I make T-shirts, and when somebody makes a $20 donation, I give them a T-shirt that I autograph and date. There's nowhere in the world you can get one unless you help me and help this billboard get across the country. Made a donation. I make little stickers. People make a donation, want to help. Young lady made a $20 donation and did that one, then she had that one done. This one's from Michelle. Heard her son made a little donation, and that's how we keep it on the road. I'm going to keep her going. No one belongs in jail for weed. Now, what I'm going to do, like I say, I do ask anybody could chip in $5, $10, whatever, one time. That'd be so great. What I'm going to do is, every month that I'm out on the road this year, chip in $1,000 personally. $998. I make $998 that on my retirement that I can chip in. And so I'm committing right at $1,000 every month to the mission. I'm not asking people to commit every month anything to the mission. But if people can help me get her the tune-up, everything it needs to be to get on the road by the first week of April, that would be great. The main cost is the generator I need. Yeah, every one of the comment people that do that stuff, like I'm again, every comment helps the algorithm. You don't bother me at all. Keep it up. Praise the Lord. If it bothers the other people reading the comment, yeah. Did you get mad because I was talking and didn't say hi or what? Yeah, hey, Frankie. Yeah, 20-some watching. See, they make it popular. Trump practice. I don't care what Trump practices. I don't care what Biden practices. I don't care what any one of them practices. As long as we have a two-party system, we'll never have a fair system. But right now, I feel a lot better than I did the last 4 years. That's true. That I feel for sure. But okay, now see, anybody that says cannabis is bad, people say, oh, well, you're a Trump lover or whatever. I support any president that's a piloted plane. But look, this is a shirt I made when Biden and Trump was running. Mr. Trump if he went green, Mr. Trump if he didn't. DEA, talk to the hand. And that's got the patent number. See, I have a few of them Trump shirts out there. So, everybody's got their own opinion on Trump, whatever. I'm not political like that. Just like people see black and white. I see human beings on planet Earth. I'm just a simpleton, So I keep out of the, like I say, what I'm doing has nothing to do whether you like Trump or not. The question here is, do you think someone belongs in prison for having weed, selling weed? All these prisoners that are still in federal custody. I don't think they need to be in there. I don't think they need to be in there at all. Not for weed charges. Anything else, yes. So it's not a Trump thing at all, or not in my mind. People want to stay in that world. Oh, well, we will never change things. Petitions work. Right on, Jay. They don't. And, people, just because they don't like Trump, or the fact that the petitions to Trump, and they're like, hey, you, Trump. That's who we have to ask. That's who we have to ask. The one flying the plane. What the hell you mean there's a green screen? I changed my camera. This is the same one that keeps typing everything and says my license are fake. Yeah, I probably faked that newspaper article there telling you my name's 420M. I happened to pick the town that Neil Armstrong grew up in on August 19th of 2020 to stage that one. Yep, you're absolutely right. Yeah. Yep. There's like that judge's order that was signed on July 8th of 2019 that changed my name to 420 Jim. Yep, that was fake too. That's green screen. See how good I am on the green screen there? Huh? Boy, I like proving dummies. Look at this green screen. Don't forget, everybody, it's all about the petition. Nobody belongs in jail for weed. Screenshot that and then scan it. Or go to change.org, look for my name, 420 Jim, and it'll bring up the petition. If you just do a search for 420 Jim, the petition will show right up. 420jim.com. You can find the link to the petition. Yeah, I green screened all these signatures on here. Half of them Saturday and half of them Sunday. I was sitting right over there across the street by that yellow building and the other building when I did it. I did a pretty good job at that, didn't I? There's how you correctly spell my name. First name 4, middle is 20, last is Jim. Old enough to know better and too young to resist. I liked when somebody put loves you next to Jesus. I told you, old enough to know better and too young to resist. The question would be, how old are you? You act like a child typing on the computer. And my channel's for 18 and above. One of my friends sent a $20 donation to have me make that cross for her. And then she sent in another $20 donation, had me do this for her. Another friend in Topeka, Kansas, Michelle, had sent in some money, had me do that for her. I have window space, large and small, that I can put, whatever anybody wants in the window. Business or whatever, if they want to be a sponsor. So it's what it's all about. This is my favorite tag so far. Now, my very first RV, the Cannabis, the original Cannabis, not the Cannabis 2, but the original RV. I stopped in Emporia, Kansas, and of course I made the hell, I got distracted from from the couple of idiots that want to type. But what's fun about this, folks, is when they do that, every message counts. Every message counts. Hey, Jano. Thank y'all. No, he's one of the trolls. Trust me. If you follow and subscribe, you'll find out. There's two trolls. They try to get people mad at me. They had a lady in Topeka hit me with her car. And that's why I'm going back to sue the Topeka, city of Topeka this year. Even the cops changed my name on the police report and stuff. Yeah, corrupt city, corrupt cops. I could have been run over real easy. I mean, the video's out there and all. She bumped me in the knees. Had she not slammed on her brakes, yeah, I'd been done for. So there's a lot to it, and hopefully the FBI will get involved eventually. Fake wasn't. Oh no! Hey, if you don't have haters, but here's the mentality behind the two that I have that are inciting other people. They tell people that I tried to rape a girl. There's never been a complaint or anything. They said that child abuse. They said domestic violence. Okay, and none of that's true. When the lady found out, she's apologized, and that's why I can sue the city now, because now she can't go back on everything I got recorded. But to give you the mentality of my trolls, my mom was murdered. They want to argue. She was murdered on Christmas Day, and they want to argue that it was murder because the guy pled guilty to involuntary manslaughter, but he still murdered her. And who cares if it was the day before Christmas, the day before that, whatever. But anyhow, she was murdered. And it's one thing to send someone fake dog shit as a prank or a gay cruise magazine, but you know what the mentality of these people are? That shows you the mentality of them people. And you'll be hearing a lot more about that because I'm headed on my way to D.C. And right now I have letters to my federal senator, Mr. Kelly. That shit better never ever go through the mail again. They need to stop that. Nobody needs to use our U.S. mail to ship nobody no shit. Human shit, horse shit, dog shit. That ain't a joke. What, you tell me the United States mail's a joke? So we'll get that stopped. I hear you, 2D. But that just shows you the type ignorance they are. And that would be, if you want to look them up on YouTube, it's the Bong Father 1977. He's got a whopping 64 subscribers and 400 videos about me. And all his stupid videos are chopped up videos of me. He won't play, never plays the whole tape or story. But see, you know what helps? It shows their level of stupidity. The bong father. The bong father, not he don't spell it father. I think it's Fatha or something stupid shit like that. But yeah. But his name's Steve Sprague. He lives in Rochester, New Hampshire. And if you want to know the whole story, just go back on my Facebook page 4 or 5 years ago, and you'll see the same guy, Steve Sprague, his bottom pot or whatever, begging me to come up to Rochester and all. And I did after getting an engine in. He made videos to help me, get my engine in and stuff. Okay, I ended up going up there, spending a week there. Everything's cool. Everything's great. The only cop ever in uniform to tag the RV and make a donation was one of his local cops. So, I mean, to hear it now, the cops hate me. I hate the cops. I had a war with the cops. Just all this stupid shit. Anyhow, a few weeks later, we were having what was called a grill and chill in Ohio. A friend of mine wanted to get a few friends together, a dozen, 2 dozen tops, at their place on the river, and just, kind of hang out with me for the weekend. All of us had been friends on the internet, for years. Some for years, some for a couple months, whatever. Anyhow, it was a way for everybody to come by and meet. So we called it 420 Jim Grill and Chill. And one of my friends, and like I say, all this you can go find out on my Facebook page. Just watch it. Jessica, she's still on there. Her dad had passed away, and she sent me $200 for gas to get there. And then she sent this confather, Steve, $400 so he could fly there. All he had to do was fly in. He was going to be picked up at the airport. He could have done a grill and chill. He'd been took back to the airport. He had his ticket and back home, But see, every time we had an event, like the week I was up there and all, 2 events people wanted us to come to and whatnot, he had an excuse and he didn't want to go. One of his lies is now that I hurt my dog. Well, why did that keep him from going to that event? And why didn't he call the Humane Society or something, But that's neither here nor there. He didn't make it to the event. And lo and behold, a week later, you see him posting about how him and his wife was up at one of his friends' cabins. So Jessica's like, hey, man, where's my $400? That was so you would come there, And at first, he promised her that he was going to give her $100 a month. And then he just, I don't know, at some point decided he wasn't going to give her shit. When she told me about it, I asked him about it, and then that's when he did his little bitch flip on me. And ever since made his stupid videos and how bad I am. But you go listen to someone says, what a great guy I was, what a righteous mission. Now he's like, oh, he's a scammer. He can't prove anything that comes out of his mouth. If I was a scammer, how the hell do you make it to 36 states, hundreds of cities? I mean, late-breaking news in Lubbock, Texas, lead news story in Amarillo, papers across. How the hell am I a scammer and be able to do that? It just shows is their idiocracy. But, I guess he's trying to have his fame. Before he met me, he had a TikTok and he did these videos that, you lip sync to. And he did. He had a couple followers, and it was all right. I liked the videos he made for the mission and stuff. But then when he turned the other way, I guess he thought he was going to try and get fame from it or something. Now, I did see a couple months ago before the truth started coming out, that he had 78 or 79 subscribers. Last time I looked the other day, he had 64. But he's got over 400 videos. And that's not counting the shorts. But hopefully the FBI gets involved like they're supposed to, and the postal and all that. And you know, I can show you. They taunt me all the time. It's because of my stupid name that the law won't do nothing. But yet, like this one here, that's trying to get on y'all's nerves because he don't get on mine. The one that keeps, you know, saying my license and judge's order is fake. Well, I forget your name. They're the same ones that say that that's why law enforcement won't do nothing about them. So we'll see. So far, they're right about that. But if I'm the law enforcement, I'd be careful what they tell me. See, I just need the feds to tell me that what they're doing is not a conspiracy and everything they're doing is legal. And I'll let it go. I'll let everything go. Because then I will just find the friends and stuff of these judges, FBIs and stuff, and start doing to their friends what's being done to me. But I'll do it by myself. I won't incite other people to do it or nothing. It'll be solely from me. That way it's not a conspiracy. But if it's legal, oh, I can't wait to send dog shit to, you know, different governors and their family members and stuff like that. I mean, hey, if it's legal, let's let the feds tell me that. Oh, you know what's so wrong about being stereotyped and all? Scott Winslow Albert, the one in Indianapolis, Indiana, he claims that he was a 8-year cannabis advocate, and Steve Sprague, to this day, claims that he's an advocate for Rochester, New Hampshire pot. It ain't neither one of them an advocate for shit. Look what they're doing to. They want to hurt me by keeping the prisoners in jail and not taking it out of the class 1, class 2 narcotic. All the person's got to do is go read the petition, you know, and decide whether it's something to be signed or not. You know what I mean? And how am I scamming people asking them to sign a petition? It don't make no sense. Oh, I can tell you exactly why it was outlawed. I can tell you who had it outlawed. I can tell you the word that Mr. Trump uses today when somebody tells something that's not true, whether it be in the newspaper or on TV. No, cannabis did not get rescheduled. And Joe didn't let thousands of people out on federal charges. That's all lies. But let me tell them how this cannabis first. What they call fake news now, they won't use the real term because it goes all the way back to marijuana. The name marijuana. See, cannabis was always called hemp. It was never called anything until William Randolph Hearst. Hang on. Y'all going to have to let me know what it was. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, where was I? You man, that went through me. I pinned that message. Damn it. Oh. There was a father that gave his son over his lifetime, he acquired 21 newspapers. Okay? And he was trying to get political gain, but it never happened for whatever reason. I never researched into that. But he was bored with them, and he gave them to his son for a birthday present. Hey, son, here. 21 newspapers. They ain't doing me no good. You can have them. Well, his name was William Randolph Hearst. And not only did he own 21 newspapers, he owned half of the forest up in Washington State. You know, all them trees are cutting down and selling for paper, wood, whatever. He was into the oil. And you check all these timelines, they all coincide. This is right when Henry Ford built the hemp car. The body was made of hemp. The car ran on hemp. Well, oil was $34 a barrel. And the the guys that was selling the oil up here that became the United Arab Emirates, well, before that, you know, they were all thieving and robbing each other, whatever. Oil was like $43 a barrel. Well, during the same time, they got together. They got their shit together and worked with each other. And oil dropped to $11 a barrel. That's good for everybody except the ones that had just bought it at the high price. They paid all that money out for it. So now their oil wasn't worth nowhere near what they paid for it. So they lost a lot of money. No product, but a lot of money. William Randolph Hearst tried to get rid of hemp back then. But the world wouldn't hear that. Oh, hell no, you know. Nobody wanted to get rid of hemp. Well, he come up with this word marijuana because he heard of a plant that grew down in Mexico. And it is a plant called marijuana. It's spelled with an H, not a J. Joe Rogan showed the right plant. It don't even look like cannabis at all. At all. Well, he started what Trump says fake news. He started yellow journalism. That's what the name is called. If you went to Google and say, who started yellow journalism, it's going to tell you William Randolph Hearst. And they won't use that name because it all ties back. So get on my petition to release our cannabis prisoners and get it down from a class 1 and 2. I'll throw that out to Trump and in their face and stuff. I mean, but I need signatures to do this. You know, Richard Nixon is the one that made it a class 1 narcotic hallucinogenic, no medical value. William Randolph Hearst is the one that named it marijuana. And that's when reefer madness and all that came into play. Okay? But yellow journalism started with William Randolph Hearst and then the New York Times, and that's how they outlawed it. Nobody knew they was outlawing hemp at first. Had they not done that, it would have never, ever been outlawed. Oh, thank you, Frankie. You know, I don't know. Me, cannabis helps my stress. I don't tell people to smoke anything. You know, that does damage our lungs and stuff, but I smoked cigarettes 40 years. I'm going to smoke cannabis. But there's edibles or oils, different strains for different pains. But anyhow, getting back to it, William Randolph Hearst couldn't make his money back on all that oil if they came out with hemp oil. And he had just lost thousands and thousands, along with all these other rich people here in the United States. So if hemp fuel come out, that would be killer. So he came on this campaign. He heard of this name, marijuana. He tagged it on there. And I got one question. Because, see, he said, here's what he said. Them filthy Mexicans. Oh, right on. Damn it. See, I read these and then I get thrown off. Yeah, his campaign said, them filthy Mexicans brought their marijuana, gave it to the blacks. The blacks were smoking it and raping our white women. And then reefer madness came out. All that's provable. Every bit of that, you can just go and see is true. Well, the question there is, who brought it to George Washington and Thomas Jefferson? The aliens? What do you mean the Mexicans brought it and gave it to the blacks? It had been here. George Washington and Thomas Jefferson are quoted that they loved trading seeds on their plantations. They both grew marijuana. Go to Google. I did this to a sheriff. It was cool. I had it on video. I said, I bet you don't know Abraham Lincoln's 2 favorite things to do. And he said, you're going to tell me smoke marijuana. I said, nope. Abraham Lincoln, or Google will. He went to his car, got his phone, and asked it. And sure enough, it said that Abraham Lincoln's favorite thing to do on his front swing porch was play his harmonica and smoke his pipe full of not hemp, but sweet hemp. They even knew the difference between hemp and sweet hemp. So, you know, all of it's reefer madness bullshit known as yellow journalism. It's time to stop it. Marijuana can build cars, fuel cars, anything made of wood, anything made of plastic. Everything made of plastic can be made with marijuana. Add one chemical, it biodegrades in 90 days. The batteries, they can be made of marijuana. Hempcrete is mold resistant, fire resistant, carbon resistant. Yeah, everybody wants dispensaries, which I don't. I mean, they can be here for people who are too lazy to grow their own and whatnot. I don't want dispensaries. I want to have my own dozen plants, and I want to be able to build or do whatever I want to with my hemp. Run my car on it, run my tractor on it. You know, do like George Washington. They made their clothes and stuff. People need to just do a little research on cannabis and hemp. And one other fact I'll leave you. See, I got baptized last year, and I'm handing out these little figurines. They remind people of Jesus, so I love handing them out. And they're the Creator's plant, you know, and it's the only thing that's going to save this world if this world was savable. They want to go green. Well, you need hemp batteries, you need hemp fuel. Go hemp. Oh, you're from India, right on. I just can't read the comments and yak at the same time, MJM. I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to now. Real small writing on here. I had retina surgery over this year, and matter of fact, I go to the doctor the 25th, and then they're going to take my cataracts out. Wasn't trying to ignore you, my friend, at all. Sorry. If I read a comment, I forget where I'm at, and then I have to think, you know, and you want to grow your own plants? Yeah, God's the only way. Oh, there you go, Mr. E. There you go, Mr. E. I got to unpin that message because it's there. That's what was screwing me up. Why I couldn't read messages, because one stuck there, but I left it there because I thought that was funny for a minute. That's cool. I gave out about 100 of these this weekend. I loved hiding them around in town, the grocery store, the food bank, the coffee shop and stuff. But, of course, a little town didn't take long for people to figure out who, which is cool. On New Year's, I invited them to come by and get one, anybody that wanted one, and a few people did. Oh, right on, right on. We'll take them outside of the church. I'm telling you, I love handing them out. Now there's been 2 times now that someone said they didn't want it, and that's cool. You know, I didn't say nothing, you know, back negative or anything, and they didn't say nothing negative to me really. You know, the first person said, "Oh, that burns. I don't want it." And dropped it to the ground. And I had a lady the other day, "No, I've got enough to eat," or something like that. And I'm cool with it. Am I homeless? Why, does it look like I'm not sitting in somewhere? Hang on a minute. Let me ask this. I can't pronounce that name. Let me show you. Let me show you the home that I lived in last. Okay. Now the home's been repainted, but here it is the last time. It was in the news where Neil Armstrong grew up. Look at that! Look at that paint job it had on it too. Them crosses and Rasta stripes and World Peace Smoke Shop and Mr. Trump legalized Genesis 129. Yeah. But to your question, if I'm homeless, nah, my friend. I just gave it a new name and a new paint job. Instead of being called the Cannabis, I call it the Cannabago now. And it used to have like 30,000 tags on it, just like this door. Everywhere you looked, you see, they're mostly fading. Now you just see them spotted here and there, because this is only from being set where people could tag it for 10 hours in a little bitty town. And I got close to 100 tags on it already. I like to point out everybody needs a little Jesus. That's my legal name. If you want to look me up on the internet or find my Facebook, type in my name. 4 is my first, 20 is the middle, Jim is the last. If you Google my name, you will literally see hundreds of stories on the internet. Depends on how much you want to look. It's not about me. It's not about my name. It is about the mobile billboard that I let people tag and make history. And hopefully people will, in trade, sign the petition, because nobody belongs in jail for weed, man. And we need to get it out of the class 1 and the class 2 narcotics. You know what I mean? If you want to help out with a couple bucks for fuel, if you want to be on my Facebook, of course, you see my YouTube, you're on it. Person made a $20 donation and asked me to make him that cross, and I'm like, heck yeah. If you don't believe in elder abuse, you might want to read that one. And of course, this one's for cannabis. Nobody belongs in jail for weed. And if your phone don't scan, 420jim.com. Simple as that. And no, I have a mobile billboard for my home. And at the end of the year, my hope is to go to Florida and DC and back this year. Which, heck, one year I went damn near, I went from Arizona to Starks, Maine, but I've been coast to coast, California to the East Coast and whatnot. This time when I get back, I don't know, I may sell it, may give it away, may just paint it and keep it as a motorhome. Oh, no problem. I've been up in Arkansas. Yeah, you know how I grow. When I grow my own and whatnot, the Native Americans know the best. They are the best. I tell people, if you want to grow the perfect pot plants, first of all, use soil. I don't like hydroponics. I don't want to be growing, we come from the earth. I want my herbs to come from the earth. I mean, yeah, I smoke this hydroponic stuff and whatnot because that's what's available and given to me. But personally, remind me about that in a minute, Frank, because there's a couple of Arkansas stories. But anyhow, if you want to grow some really good plants, go fishing. Absolutely. Go fishing. 3 or 4 months before you want to plant. If you want to plant in buckets, throw you a couple of inches of dirt in, throw a couple of fish, fill the bucket with dirt. If you're doing it, in the natural, dig you a spot, throw you a couple of feet, fish in there, put your dirt in, and mark it. And when you're ready to plant a few months later, 90 days or more, preferably, just plant where that fish was. Let God do the rest. Let God do the rest. And you'll have some of the best plants you ever grown. That fish rots in his mulch and just, yeah. It gives it everything it needs. Okay, which one? I was thinking there was a couple of stories in Arkansas. Are you talking about when I went to Walmart's home office? Or, okay. Yeah. If you're from, Mr. E. Mr. E, are you familiar where, Walmart Corporation is? Have you ever had the pleasure to go there? I did. And if you're still here and want me to tell you a story of how and why, you might find it interesting. Let me know why. Take a story time, Toke. Let me then, and I'll let you know all about it. I'll warn you, it starts in Georgia, but it ends up in, what is it, Bentonville or something? I don't want to mispronounce the name or something, but it ended up in Arkansas, at the Walmart Museum and downtown City Hall. When I left out last time, a couple years ago, to end my journey, I came through, and a friend wanted me to come to Georgia and see him and his wife, and I gave him one of Lilu's puppies. and I won't drag everything out. I'll try not to. While in Georgia, Walmart treated me pretty bad and threw me out of their store and trespassed me from all Walmarts across the nation. Supposedly the cop was supposed to have gotten back a hold of me and told me that they took that away. I knew they were. I knew by the next day that wouldn't stand. And yeah, by the next day, they took away the trespass. And I actually called the officer the next day because I'd left a cable for the back of the TV on the counter because I was doing a return. I had a receipt and all. Anyhow, when I called the officer, that's when he said, "Oh, by the way, you're not trespassed." From them. They just wanted you left for the day. And I'm like, I'm already taking care of that with Walmart. Thank you. I gave Walmart until, I don't know, a couple of days to contact me. And they didn't. So I said, you know what? I've had enough. Being thrown out of Walmart parking lots. One manager say you can spend the night. One throws you out the middle of the night. Just the different things because they didn't like the way my vehicle looked or whatever. So finally, I just had enough. And I went down and I filed a lawsuit. And that's when I went up and met the con father and all that. Yep. And by the time I did all that and whatnot, court came up. And of course, I went down to did the court. And the judge gave us a decision like 4 days later. He didn't make it on the spot. And the courts called me and told me that I won the judgment. $2,500 plus court costs. Now I didn't win the big amount that I was suing for, the max, I'd been happy with the win, $20 in the win. You know, it's that gavel saying you're right that I like. So I was surprised, 2,500 in court costs. I was happy. If I'd lied to the judge and made up a lie, like they'd call me white boy or something, I would have won a lot more. But I wasn't going to lie, and I didn't lie. I just told the truth. They were 3 employees plus their lawyer and just me. But yeah, like I say, long story short, I won the case. They waited the full 30 days, which I figured they would. But they waited the full 30 days. And about 3 o'clock in the afternoon on the last day that they had, you know, to file an appeal, I get a call from the lawyer that was in court that I kicked her butt. And she says, Mr. Jim, you can come pick up your check at my office at your convenience. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm 1,000 miles from here. I ain't coming to your office for nothing. Well, this is that. And I said, ma'am, Walmart has money centers in all their stores and stuff. Why the hell can't you just have it sent to one of them money marts? And, you know, the internet's great, fax machines and all. Have one of your managers write on a piece of paper, I satisfy the judge, whatever you want. I'll sign a receipt, whatever you want. But you can just send me the money, you know, and to any Walmart. And she's, well, unfortunately, sir, that's not how it works. This, that, and the other. And I said, well, you just tell Walmart that I was less than 100 miles away from there. Now, I didn't know they had a museum or nothing there. I didn't. I knew that's where the headquarters were. And I looked up and 1,000 miles to go or 100 miles there. So I decided I'd go that 100 miles, right then and there. And I told her, I said, well, you just tell the Walmart Corporation, I'll come over there and pick it up. Well, you can't. I said, look, man, because she was trying to tell me I couldn't, because I told her I was going to put a Calvin in the window, pissing on the Walmart until they paid me and stuff. And she said, sir, you can't be discussing this case. And I'm like, man, I beat you in court. You're pretty much showing your ignorance here too. That the judge didn't put a gag order or nothing on this case. I can talk to anybody I want. And here in a couple hours, there's nothing nobody can do. Everything's over. And I said, if I was you, I'd tell Walmart that I'm coming. And that was the end of the conversation. She probably wishes now that she had called Walmart. Because I found out later she hadn't contacted them. Or according to Walmart, I don't know. According to Walmart, she hadn't contacted them. So me being the person I am, I did just what I said. Because I knew they could take however long they wanted to pay me off for anything. And to tell me I had to go way back then, it pissed me off. So I made a Calvin for both sides and one for the back. That's that boy, it pisses on things, a little Calvin Klein cartoon. So I had the Calvin boy pissing on Walmart, and it said, Walmart owes me a judgment of $2,500 plus court costs, blah, blah, blah. When are you going to pay me, or something like that? I think the back window said I'm headed to the home office to get paid or something too. I don't know. I forget exactly. And I do. I head there. Now, I call ahead to places and let them know that I'm coming because of my vehicle and the petition and all. So I had called Bentonville City Hall and said, hey, I'm 420 Jim, la-da-da, you can look me up on the computer. I park where I can legally park. I ask people to sign a petition. I don't do nothing illegal. I follow all the laws and stuff. And they're like, yeah, okay, thank you. We appreciate the heads up. Welcome. And I was surprised that as soon as I turned off of the interstate, within, I kid you not, 6 blocks. Woo! And it wasn't one of the nicer, friendlier cops. And so much that I kept everything recorded. I wasn't about to turn the phone off and not have it recorded. And his sergeant came. I did get him to call his sergeant, and the sergeant came. And the last thing they really wanted was proof of insurance. And I told the sergeant, hey, if you tell Barney Fife there to go set the squad car, I'll turn my camera off and I'll show you my proof of insurance. It was on my phone. And he says, no, I'm not going to do that. And I'm like, well, I don't know what else to tell you. Give me a ticket and I'll take it to the courthouse tomorrow. I'll print off my card and take it to the courthouse tomorrow and show it to the clerk and get it dismissed. And they said, no, that's not how we do it here in this town. It's a mandatory court appearance. And I'm like, really? And they gave me a court date 30 days out. And I'm like, whoa, y'all really want me to hang out here 30 days to go to court on this? Okay, no problem. And that was the only ticket I got. Why didn't I get a ticket for the reason he pulled me over? I forget why he said he pulled me over. But the only ticket I ended up with or anything was I couldn't prove to him that I had insurance. So it was just, harassment and profiling by the cops. But that's cool. I pull on over down by City Hall and wow, I see there's a Walmart museum down on the corner and stuff. I'm like, wow, check that out. And there's people and tour buses come here and there, and I'm like, oh, right on. So I park out by the courthouse and stuff, which is like, a good sized block up from the Walmart museum. And by the way, they have the original pickup truck in the museum. At 420 Jim visited the museum. I got a name tag at 420 Jim. Anyhow, I'm down there, and people are saying hi and this, that, and the other. They're all more interested, of course, in the museum down there and whatnot. But people are also interested in my RV. And when it slowed down a minute, I took the sandwich sign I made. It was yellow on the front and the back and black marker. It said, I'm here to collect from Walmart. They owe me $2,500 plus court costs. And I walked down the block towards the Walmart museum, and then I walked half block in front of the museum, turned around and walked it back. A lot of people taking pictures and looking at me and whatnot. I did it a second time. And then I got this brilliant idea, and I've got a suit jacket. I've got a suit jacket. There's my pants. I've got a suit jacket, not this jacket, but a suit jacket, and these pants, and my tie. I put that on, the sandwich sign, and walked down in front of the Walmart museum and back. Now, everybody's taking pictures of me. Hey, nice suit, this, that, and the other. And I just got back to the RV and was taking my jacket off, and my phone rings, and it was City Hall, the ones I'd called the day before and told them I'm coming to your town. It said Bentonville City Hall, on my thing. And I'm like, hey, what's up? And he says, hey, you mentioned you was coming to do a petition on whatnot. Can I ask what this is about Walmart? And I'm like, yeah, and I told him, I won a lawsuit. He said, I got a friend there at Walmart. Why don't you give me a few minutes and see if I can talk to him? And I'm like, sure, no problem. Want to know if he could give him my number and all. And a few minutes later, the phone rings, and me and this guy from Walmart talks about 15 minutes or so. And at the end, he's like, hey, Mr. Poor, he said, we didn't know about this or nothing, obviously. And I understand. That's why I'm here. He said, if we can verify this stuff and whatnot, can I give you a check today? Will that make you happy? And I'm like, heck yeah. It's a shame your lawyer didn't tell you I was coming and everything. It's a shame I couldn't just stop down at your corporate office. I just want to get your attention. And he says, let me give you a call back. And about 10 minutes later, he calls me and says, can you meet me down in the museum? And I'm sure. And I went down there and we met, talked a few minutes. He gave me the check for the 25 plus the 98 for the court cost. I signed the thing saying that, we settled the lawsuit. And he says, now you don't have to, but can I ask you a favor? And I'm sure. I knew what he was going to ask. And I would have took him down even if he didn't ask, because they were saying they didn't pay me, so I should take him down anyway because I got paid, right? He said, would you take the stuff about Walmart down? And I'm like, yes, sir. No problem. No problem. Absolutely. And now my only problem was, because this was Friday, my only problem was I had to wait 30 days. So I went and, slept somewhere. The next day, I forget where I set up. It was Saturday. Sunday, I set up over by the movie theaters. And, I got to plug my battery in. It says getting ready to go. I set up by the movie theaters. And the guy that had gave me the check from Walmart on Friday happens to come walking by with his girlfriend or wife, I don't know, whichever. And he says, hey, man, I appreciate you taking the Walmart off the windows and stuff, are you enjoying the time, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, yeah, I'm enjoying it and all, but I'd like to be moving on. And he said, well, what's keeping you, you got money. This, I know, well, I got to wait 30 days in town because I got this stupid ticket because I couldn't show this cop, hey, you know what? I got a friend out in the police department. Let me make a phone call. Monday morning, I wasn't going to sit down at Walmart, so I parked right back up by the courthouse like I did the first day. And I was there about 5 minutes, I guess. Just put the flags out and stuff. And I get a phone call. And it's the guy from City Hall. And he says, hey, where you parked today? And I told him, well, if you look outside, you'd probably see me. I'm here out by City Hall. He says, do you mind if me and another guy come down? Oh. You mind if me and another guy come down and talk to you? And I'm like, no, sir, I don't mind at all. So a couple minutes later, him and a cop had a couple stripes on his shoulder. I don't know if he's a sergeant, captain, whatever. But he said, can you show this officer your insurance? And I'd already printed it off, so I showed him. The cop looks at it and says, yeah, it's good. Hey, there's no charges, no nothing, no court. You're free to go. You're free to stay, whatever you like to do. Enjoy your day. And they turned around and walked off. But that just goes to show you, Walmart owns and runs Bentonville, Arkansas. They own the police, which you can understand. That's the whole town. But yeah, they influence everything there. 2 hours from now, right on. So me and Walmart, we've got a really good relationship now, and I hope it stays that way. I've had a little trouble here and there, but can't we all just get a bong? Oh, hey, the headlines not headlines, but the court paper, like my name change paper, where it said 420 Jim versus Walmart. Yeah, I've got that paper here put away. To me, that's what's precious. 420 Jim versus Walmart, and then the judgment letter that says I won. They're both so precious to me. Just like the Mount Rushmore permit that I filed to have a cannabis event at Mount Rushmore, and the permit for Washington, D.C. march I did. Those are precious. Oh, that makes sense. I wondered where it is going with that damn rig. That makes sense. Yep. Frankie remembers that story good. A lot of my people that follow me on Facebook, they all remember that story. Yeah. Well, I got memories. I mean, they show up in memories on Facebook and stuff. Like I say, that's how Frankie remembers it. And if you go down on my Facebook, the last 5 years, I'm sure it's a long time to go back, but you can actually go back from 2020 to now. Now, if they hadn't have screwed me out of my other accounts, like I started this with my dog, Jack H. Apu. I haven't had that account. Bill Evan and them, the ones out in Indiana, the first ones that screwed with me because they didn't like. I put my nose where it shouldn't have been, but I didn't know. You ever do that? I didn't know these people were going to get butthurt if I come to Indiana. And, I didn't know this Bill Evan was trying to open this first church of Canada. I didn't know none of this. Never knew of the healing fields where the veterans event was. Nothing. I just happened to come through. Hey, Indianapolis, Indiana. Why not? And they loved me. When I called the city to let them know that I was coming to town, like I just told you, Bentonville and stuff. When I first started this, I'd just show up in the city out of the blue. And, sometimes it didn't go too well. So, instead of getting really mad or doing anything bad, I put the Calvin pissing on the mayor or the police department. You look at the very first Cannabis that I did, he was pissing on the Emporia, Kansas sheriff, Flagstaff mayor and city council. A big giant went on the West Virginia State Police in the back window. I was running out of windows, though, when people were pissing on my rights. So something come to me that said, hey, call ahead. Because I'd been in newspapers and stuff by then, illegal search and stuff. So I'm like, call ahead, let them know who you are, what you intend to do, and boom, it worked out. It did really good. Almost everywhere I went, that did really, really good. But now I forgot the point of the story because I went off on that. Let me read these comments. Oh, thank you. Yeah, and see, for the last 10 years, I've kept everything on Facebook. I kept everything on Facebook. Hell, it took me 3.5 years to get him to change my name. He had the court order from 19, 20, 21, and 22 before he had changed my name on Facebook. Finally, the last time I said, look, if you can't read these items, this is I'm sending them, I'm filing a lawsuit. Ask Walmart how that worked out. About 15 minutes after I sent that in, all of a sudden, all my social media stuff changed to 420 Jim. Amazing how that worked. Oh, yeah, the Jack H. Apu account was on the very first news story they did about me. Four Corners News. And that's when I went to the 420 event in Colorado. Because I wanted to go over to Colorado. That was my first year out. My very first year out. And I was there in Durango. And Four Corners News was there. And they did a really nice thing. And yeah, I was going to go see Obama, and they showed Jack. He had his little marijuana necklace on. It's still on the internet if one looks for it. Every once in a while, I share it when it pops up. But that was Four Corners News. That was the very first announcement of me being ever out there doing anything. Oh, I had to threaten Mark Zuckerberg at Facebook. My name was legally changed back in 2019. And, to change your name on an account or open a new account or whatever, you know, like somebody reports it's not you and you got to prove it's you. Okay, you go through their process of sending them a picture of your driver's license or whatever. Okay, I sent them front and back of my license, social security card, and picture of a judge's order 12 times at different points. And every time they didn't do nothing. They couldn't read the documents, whatever. And it took it literally took 3.5 years. And it was after I sued Walmart and everything, I something told me to submit it again. So I went on to it and said, this is the last time I'm going to submit these documents. If you don't read them, can't see them or whatnot, I will see you in court. I guess that's the only way it's going to happen. I will sue you like I did Walmart. You might ask them. And 15 minutes later, maybe, boop, my name came up, my legal name. See, they weren't using my legal name at all. They wouldn't let me use my legal name for 3.5 years. That's a bitch when they won't let you use your legal name. Now, a year or so ago, a friend of mine named Jake, he changed his name to 420 Jake. So there's a 420 Jim and a 420 Jake out there. It's all crazy. The crazy world we live in, right? Crazy thing is, no one belongs in jail for weed, and if you believe in that like I do, sign the petition at 420jim.com. If you don't want to go to my website, just type in 420jim under search. The first thing that pops up is the petition. I like that. That means that's the most popular thing. Yep, first thing that pops up is say petition. So, to me, that's a good thing, because that's what it's about. Well, damn, almost 2 hours, and my battery is getting a little low. Well, it's real hard, even on the road, as I found out with every petition. The first 100 is the hardest to get. Now, I have got over that now. Last I looked, it was at 106. 1,000 is a hard milestone to hit. Then it starts getting a little easier after that. Because, see, a petition that don't have a bunch of signatures hasn't hit the algorithm yet. It's up to the people. And the people that make petitions work are the first 10,000 that sign it. You know? Actually, it goes back to the first 100 that sign it. The first 10 that signed it. You know? It goes back to the one that actually started it. You know? After 10,000, people are just following other people. It's a cool thing to do. Hey, look, 10,000. Okay. People look at it and they got 30 on it. They're like, you know, I'm not going to, message. I had an appointment. You know, the more signatures get on, the more algorithm it gets, the more publicity it gets. Like the Jeb Mazansky petition, man, that thing was so flooded all over Facebook and Clapper and everything. That's what I need this petition to do. Not me. The petition. And the petition's not me. You know, I just happened to put the petition up. Someone has to write it up, put it up. And if people would go look at it, read it, agree with it, read it, boom. It only asks for a name, an address, and an email. Now, at the end, it asks if you want to help support change.org. If y'all want to support that website, fine, cool. don't let it fool you that you're supporting the prisoners or the mission, because that's not true. You know, they say that they share it if you pay for them to share it. I can't afford to share it. If people want to pay them to share it and believe they share it, that's on you. Me personally, I ask people to hit no thanks, I'd rather share. You know, because you may say, oh, I'm going to chip in $5, and they may or may not share it. I don't know, do you? But I know if you instead save your $5, may put on my Cash App, you got money to spend, hit that share button, I know at least one other person got it. They may send it for your $5 to 100 people that don't care about the mission. So, it's one of them things. If people want to donate to them, God bless you. Donate to change.org. I'm glad they're there. It's a petitioning site that people can do petitions. And if you've ever been done wrong or think wrong, or there's a law you want changed or something, go write a petition. See what it's like. You know, make a difference. If you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. The solution is to make this petition big. And the only reason it won't win, all the naysayers, I ain't going to sign it. It won't work. Blah, blah, blah. Unless their name's on the petition, I ain't going to owe them an apology. Know what I mean, Burn? Frankie, are you still here? Can somebody switch over there and see how many signatures is on it? It's probably still at 106. But here's my thing on that too, my friend. I started this petition 4 months ago or 5. As soon as we found out Trump was the official president, before he got sworn in and all. But I don't think I may have waited till the day he got sworn in. But I waited until it was official. He was our president. Because every year every 4 years, or every president, you got to change the petition. The first one for Obama didn't work for Trump. The one for Trump didn't work for Biden. The one for Biden ain't going to work for Trump. So that's why people are like, wow, you've been there doing that and you ain't got none. Yeah, every 4 years you got to write a new petition. So I'm happy with the 100 signatures on it right now, because I've done 10 hours of advertisement outside of just talking on the internet here with people. 10 hours of advertisement. And that's over here at the market with my members of the community and stuff here. Now, Phoenix, next weekend, I go into town and stuff down towards Phoenix. A lot more people and all. So I expect 10, 20 signatures, whatever. I mean, I just got to chip and chug at it until I get enough that it catches on. And once it catches on, it'll do itself from there. But I will say this. I will make this promise. If I have 10,000 signatures, by the time I get to Florida, before I leave Florida, if I have 10,000 signatures, which ain't nothing, on the petition, because I know from there it just starts skyrocketing. Help me get 10,000 signatures, be the first of the 10,000 to help, And see, the cool thing is, I know who's number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's cool. Not that it matters, unless you're number 420. If it hits 10,000, or I'm just going to put it like this. When it hits 10,000, if I haven't left Florida already towards D.C., because I'm still going to continue. But if it hits 10,000 before I leave Florida, I will try my best to get the permits to hold a march there in Washington, D.C. the day I get within a day or two of me getting into D.C. And we'll do a march, and see what happens there and whatnot. So if y'all want to see me pull the permits and stuff and do another march, like when Mr. Obama was in office, I had the Pershing Park, the march and all that. I don't know if I'll be able to get another park or what's available. It just depends on when I get up there and the date I can pick and do it. But I will at least do a march if we get 10,000 signatures. So that's something for everyone to help shoot for over the next month and a half. Oh, thank you. And thank you for the information of 107. See? And you know what? If that 107 people took it upon themselves this week, which they could do it within 24 hours if they wanted, but if all 107 people within a week got one friend, sibling, spouse, whatever, just one other person to sign it, we'd be at 214 just like that. And then the key is make sure that they make sure that the same thing. You get one friend, one sibling, whatever. Get one other person to sign that petition, and we can win. We can win this. It gets big enough, Mr. Trump, Congress will pay attention. That I guarantee. If not, hell, I'll do a live, and if it takes me on, I'll go down the list and apologize, call them name by name, or read off 12 names and say I apologize. But if a person's name's not on the petition, if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. The best people I love when it comes to the cannabis people, besides the real true advocates, is the people that support it that don't even use it. They just have the knowledge and the education about how good and beneficial the plant is and everything. And they don't smoke it, they don't eat it, they don't consume it at all. But they know the benefits. And they fight for our rights to cannabis. Those are the ones that I love. Well, I love everybody, but I respect the ones that don't even use the product, but stand up for our rights to the ones that do. That's so cool. Because there's so many people that don't use it, and they fight against it, and they don't even know what they're fighting against. Well, my friends, this went a little longer than I thought, which I don't mind. I ain't doing nothing this morning at all anyway. Watching my pregnant dog. She looks miserable right now. Real miserable. Maybe she'll get them pups out. Well, hey, is there any last comments, questions, or concerns before I take off? Please remember... Oh gosh, heck, if I ain't careful, yeah. It's almost 10:30 here where I'm at. I'm on Mountain Standard Time. I do a live at noon, and I'm doing away with these morning lives, and that's why I let it go quite a bit this morning. I'm doing away with the morning lives. I may do one or two more, but by the end of the week, no more 8 o'clock lives. They will be at noon and 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So please join me then. Join me on Facebook. Sign the petition, please. Like and subscribe to the YouTube. It don't cost you anything. And hit the notification on the live, and you won't miss any time I go live. Hey, my friends, I'm going to get out of here. It's all about peace, love, and cannabis for all. One team, one dream, united we stand, and if we try, we can all get along. My dogs Lulu and Jack love you. I love you. Jesus loves you. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you all at noon.